What's going on, people? It's SGZ here from the SpartanGameZone, and in this video we'll be covering the Chronicles of the Bone Shredder, a gun that isn't legendary in colour, but certainly is in status. I'll be going over its entire journey from that small bandit camp in Borderlands 1 to its appearance in Borderlands 3, letting you know how you can get one in every game it's been in and how good it is. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you could drop a like, and hey, maybe you even want to subscribe or follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to let me know in the comments what gun you want to see chronicalized next, and if this is a weapon you want to see feature again in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. And let's crack into it. The Bone Shredder first appeared as a purple TDR SMG in the original Borderlands, dropping every single time from Bonehead you fight early on around here in the arid Badlands, but also drops from Chaz and Lockdown Palace as part of the secret armory of General Knox DLC. It has the red text, "The lead wind blows," which interestingly enough is also the scientific term for when a transformer releases a smear from the rear. I remember the first time I fought Bonehead, I snuck into the alley where he and his crew hang out, saw the red skull beside his health bar, and died a noble death. No, I ran like a girl, and by that I mean gracefully, like a gazelle across the Serengeti. Once you work up enough nerve to defeat him, you'll find the Bone Shredder to be a great all-round weapon. It always spawns with a scope and double accessory, which are great starting points for any gun, gifting it a 2.4 times zoom, and the ability to fire 2 projectiles per shot. To add to that, it also fires at a good pace and comes with a healthy 60 round mag. However, it cannot spawn with an element, but that doesn't stop it from shredding through enemies. Its multiple pellets make it a force to be reckoned with, ripping through health bars in rapid time. A peak double stinger is going to outmatch it for pure DPS, but the Bone Shredder is much easier to get, and a perfect SMG in its own right. In fact, it's one of the easiest weapons to farm in the game, and because it can always be relied upon to deal some damage, you'll often find yourself farming multiple throughout a playthrough. It also has the chance to spawn as a hybrid weapon, combining its traits with those of the legendary Savior. Getting one will lower its maximum fire rate but grant it ammo regeneration, which will help to keep the lead storm blowing. Any Bone Shredder you get is going to be a good one though, riddling bodies like the Riddler. The Bone Shredder then appeared in Borderlands 2, not as a TDR weapon, but a bone-coloured bandit submachine gun. It drops from Bonehead 2.0, the original Bonehead, but cold to the touch, who you fight around here in the arid Nexus Badlands, and retains the red text, "The lead wind blows." This Bone Shredder is almost the Bone Shredder 2.0, except for one key reason. It continues to fire multiple bullets per shot, and this one even fires an extra one, causing it to fire 3 projectiles, but it does consume 2 ammo. Unlike the original, it can come with an element, and all of them even slap. However, because it's manufactured by bandits and their inability to create guns that shoot straight, it isn't nearly as accurate as its predecessor, forcing you to use it in close ranges for maximum damage. Even though it fires 3 bullets, the chance for one of those to hit a crit at any kind of range is incredibly small. Because this gun struggles to hit the hammer with the nail, it's best on characters where accuracy isn't as important, namely Salvador, who hipfires often anyway, serving as a good SMG option while gunzerking. It's also good on an anarchy focused gauge, as the accuracy sacrifice is minimal compared to the damage increase you'll be getting. It is one of very few SMGs in Borderlands 2 that spawn with the double accessory, although it's probably the worst out of them. The Seraph Tatler tops it in all departments, and surprisingly, the Slagger is better for slagging. If it wasn't made by bandits, the Bone Shredder would be a much better gun, but I'd argue it's in its rightful place, serving as more of a trophy to the past than a weapon to carve the future. Bone Shredder is not just the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arch nemesis in the Halloween episodes, it's also a Borderlands 3 pistol. Yes, you heard that right, in Borderlands 3 the Bone Shredder is a machine pistol instead. You might be thinking, but how, Master Splinter? Where can I get this gun? Well, it's farmable from Crushjaw, who you fight around here in the Cathedral of the Twin Gods. Again, its red text reads "The Lead Wind Blows," written this time in all caps, as though we didn't hear it the first 2 times. It has swapped manufacturers yet again, now developed by Bladoff, which grants it a rapid fire rate and a healthy magazine. However, in the confusion over who would develop this gun next, it went down a rank in rarity, dropping to blue. But it has gained on its Borderlands 2 variant, receiving yet another projectile, now sitting at 4, the same number as there is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but consumes a massive 3 ammo per shot. That is a lot of ammo, and when combined with its fire rate, causes it to go through its reserve faster than Michelangelo can down a pepperoni pizza. Like its Borderlands 2 version, it is inaccurate, but the spread of projectiles can be heavily reduced by aiming. The unfortunate thing here is that for all of its efforts, the Bone Shredder does seriously minimal damage. Prior to Mayhem 2.0 it would have been usable, but now having not received a buff at all, it just serves as one of the game's best examples of consuming the most ammo and dealing the least damage. I could only really get it doing any form of damage during Flak's fadeaway, and during that time it looked good, but that isn't the weapon this is, and certainly not fitting of the Bone Shredder name. What is interesting though is that this gun is the makings of the Light Show. Remove the high ammo consumption, reduce its fire rate and raise its damage, and the Bone Shredder is back. Right now it performs like the No Show, serving as more of a collector's item than anything else. It's more of a throwaway to a time long forgotten, but it's still great to see it in the game, even if it does play a smaller role than ever. Overall, the Bone Shredder is a gun that started off shredding bones, but now struggles to shred cheese. It can cube it, but can't really do anything else. Its destructiveness in the first game is hard to match, and its appearance in the second is a great Easter egg that many players will enjoy. However, in Borderlands 3, I doubt many of you even knew it existed, but it does, even though it probably shouldn't. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned about the Bone Shredder's history across all the main Borderlands games. Don't forget to let me know in the comments which weapon you want to see covered next, and whether this is a gun you want to see back pale but not stale in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and I'll catch you in the next one.